Shalom, this is brother Yakal Laha Kwataza from Wichita, Kansas. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Harakak Wadash. All right, it's like it's kind of hard to pronounce that, pronounce Harakak Wadash. I try to say it to the best of my ability, Harakak Wadash. All right, most brethren just say Rakak Wadash, which, hey, that's perfectly acceptable, man. We don't, we're not in our kingdom, but we'll get that perfect tongue, the perfect accent to speak the Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash perfectly, man. But double honors to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I hope you can hear me. This lesson is going to be about this precept right here, man. And this topic of this video is going to be about how this society is just so, this world is so just, how do you say it, just so feminine and sensitive, man. It's sensitive. This society, this world, all right, these people, all right, they're freaking sensitive, man. All right, in the ancient days, it wasn't like that. All right, because in the ancient days, all right, the men had the say so, and everything revolved. It was a man-centric society. All right, now everything is centered around women. All right, and equality, and freedom. I'm talking about like liberty to do wickedness type of freedom, man. All right, which produces madness, which produces all these alphabet and happy people, man, if you know what I mean. All right, which is wicked, which is confusion. All right, in America, all right, which is spiritually the virgin daughter, which is the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, and Babylon means confusion, man. All right, and this place is confusing if you don't know what's going on. All right, and mostly everybody don't know what's going on unless you're the top wicked elite, or it's like you're the elect. All right, the prophets of the Lord. All right, because the men of GMS on down, all right, they know exactly what's going on, man, because the Lord has revealed the truth unto them, man. All right, the Lord has revealed and opened up their minds to what's gonna happen, what's going on. All right, and what's what has happened. All right, the Lord has, the scriptures say, how do you say it? He revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. All right, so the men of GMS, which are the true prophets of the Lord, they know what's going on, man. All right, okay, and the Lord has showed them, to be men. All right, in a world of sensitive, emotional men and women. Okay, all right, there's men that shouldn't even be called men. They're more emotional and sensitive than these women out here, man. All right, then you'll see these women. All right, you shouldn't even be calling them women because they act more like dudes, man. All right, talking to you like talking to you like a man, like a dude, which is off, man, which is wickedness. All right, like what the hell, man? Like, this world is upside down. Okay, and but specifically, this kingdom is sensitive. All right, and it's annoying. It's vexing. All right, because you can't speak to these people how a man should speak. All right, how you want to speak to people or act. You can't even act like you can't even be a man in this kingdom, man. All right, because once you start acting like your true self, according to the scriptures, all right, which is right, which is righteousness, man. All right, which is the way. All right, which this whole world, this society is totally against. But if you start acting like a man here, all right, as the Lord commands you to, you're gonna get ostracized. People are gonna try to suppress your testosterone. All right. You might end up in jail, or you get in trouble somehow because you spoke to somebody too harshly. All right. You're being too austere, too much of a man. All right. There's something called mansplaining nowadays, man, which is basically just a man acting like a man, and women, or just society persecuting that man, or persecuting a man being a man. All right. Oh, stop mansplaining me, to me, what you think. And I'm just being a man. I'm just being me, literally. And I've had my own woman, when we first started talking, tell me that, like, stop mansplaining me. I'm like, I'm literally just being me. I'm literally just existing. I'm telling you what it is. All right. If you like it, hey, cool. If you don't like it, hey, cool. Like, it's literally saying, hey, don't explain to me, or don't, like, what you're saying as a man isn't valid because mansplaining, because you're being a man. No, man, I'm correct, because I'm coming from the scriptures. All right. Well, what is society? Like, what is a world where you can't even explain, or how do you say it? You can't say certain things, or you can't explain, what, your reasoning. If that's the case, then anything goes, man. All right. I could do whatever. You could do whatever. And as long as it feels good to you, hey, that's cool. And then you wonder why this world, this country, these people are the way that they are. It's because this world is not in its righteous order, man. You got these people, ultimately because the wicked are in rulership, all right, and they allow, this to happen. They allow certain people to have voices and authority when those people shouldn't. All right. Okay. They're having weak men and women have authority, in high places in this society, in the world, and look what it has produced. All right. A degraded, decaying society. All right. All right. And shoot, well, now I'm not gonna get into that, but I'm gonna stay on topic, man. It's just, it vexes you, man. It's vexing me how I can't even, speak the way I want to, And no, I'm not saying, I can say whatever the hell I want. You know what I mean? Like cuss somebody out, raise my voice whenever and however, because there's always a time and place for everything. There's always you got to be temperate. All right. Okay, we gotta walk and act how Yahushua did, man. All right. You gotta always think, would Yahushua do this and say this or do this in this situation? All right. Just because you're a man, you can't do whatever you want at the same time. But even just being a man, you can't even do that here. All right. Well, without repercussion. All right. Without somebody trying to suppress you. This place has to go. It's wicked. All right. And it just being in this society, it kills, a man's testosterone, man. And I understand why certain men, act, less of a man. It's because, that the households are not in order. They're raised by women. All you see is, this whole society is, is messed up. So of course men are going to start, they're going to be acting real effeminate, all right, and less of men. And then what Esau does, which is the devil, the so-called white man, all right, what he does, he puts certain chemicals and ingredients in these foods like soy and plastics, all right, that make men produce estrogen and kill his testosterone. And those same chemicals and ingredients do the opposite with women, man. All right, they make women, how do you say it? Start acting like men. All right, this is the fucking devil that we're talking about, man. Excuse my language. This is the devil. All right. Only a devil would do something like that, produce things like this, and they're specifically geared towards Jake, all right, the Israelites, all right, because our molecular structure is different than these heathens. Okay, so we're affected more differently than these heathens when it comes to these ingredients and what's in the air and what's in the water that this devil puts in, man. Okay, all right, and this place is just vexing. It has to go. It has to go, and I can't wait, man. All right. So I like Jake just wants to be just wants to exist as he is, as the Lord created him to be. All right. Okay. Jake just wants to be a man. Jake just wants to be a woman. Just be who they are, man. And you can't even be that in this society, man. All right. Like this society literally pushes you to be opposite of what you want to be. All right. And if you're not exploring other things, you're looked down on. Like you're a square. If you don't want to do this or do that, if you don't want to do this drug or experiment with the same sex, all right. You're looked down upon or ostracized. All right. I can't wait till for the Lord to return, man. All right. Even if I have to die with this place, man, as long as this place is destroyed and the kingdom of heaven is established. All right. It's that bad here, man. All right. And it's worse for the men of Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, the men of GMS, all right, the men of the Lord, because we know what's up, man. We know the Lord has given us an unction that we know all things, all right. So we know what's wrong with this place, all right, and that this place is totally opposite of the ways of the Lord, all right. So the scriptures say much wisdom brings much grief, to a man, all right, because the Lord has blessed us with the wisdom and knowledge of the book of the scriptures, all right. And we see our people, our loved ones, all right, messed up in the mind, physically, okay, and have drunk in the wine of Babylon, man, of wickedness, all right. And we tell them, hey, we try to take that wicked, those wicked philosophies out of their hand, that wine bottle out of their hand, and they gnash at us, they bite at us, they talk shit on us, metaphorically, spiritually speaking, okay, and it just it grieves us, all right, that our loved ones just can't understand this, all right. They don't understand what we understand, all right. But as time goes and as there's more experience that we get in this thing, man, we start understanding that hey, the Lord, He's only dealing with His elect, and those loved ones, that aren't going to get this truth on this side, which are the wicked 2/3. All right, they're going to be reborn in the kingdom, all right, with the righteous mind, in the right mind, all right. Okay. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get Job 38:3. It says, "Gird up now thy loins like a man." Okay, not effeminate men, all right, not the ways of this world, all right. It says, "Gird up thy loins like a man, For I will demand of thee, all right, and answer thou me, all right. So the Lord demands, he commands us to be men, all right. If you say that you're a man of the Lord, all right, you're going to be a man. You're going to be austere, all right. The Lord commands us to be men, all right. Not like children, not like women, not like effeminate, all right. Yeah, there's some brethren that have softer spoken voices, all right, and are less austere, or more, how do you say it, cordial, for lack of better terms. But that's just that brother's spirit. What the Lord has, He gives us a level. He creates His men and His creation. What levels? There's levels to this thing, man. Especially, there's levels to the truth, and there's levels to the spirits of the Lord that the Lord has created. All right, He's the Father of spirits. All right. So just because a brother, he has a softer spoken voice, doesn't mean he's being the man of the Lord. All right. And a true man of Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to be doing this work in truth and sincerity. And that's the most manly, austere, high value man thing, that you could do. All right. The men of GMS on down, all right, the Lord's elect, all right, those are the highest value men of all time, all right, are right under Yahweh Shai, okay. They're just not valued right now in a world ruled by wickedness, all right, because they're the most righteous. So you think the most righteous men, all right, are going to be valued in the most wicked of kingdoms? Of course not, all right. That's why people they're not flocking to us, man. All right, that's why you don't, that's why you see brethren, they can't get a girl, or the women aren't flocking to them. All right, it's because women, their minds, all right, their spirits, they flow with power, or with what's at power. All right, and what's at power right now, or what's ruling right now? Wickedness. All right. So of course, the majority of women are gonna be seeking after, what's powerful, and wickedness is what's in. It's the in thing to be wicked. All right. So of course, the righteous men of GMS on down, of course they're not gonna have very much women. All right, if any, which, hey, don't get discouraged by that, man. All right, because when the Lord returns, and we all know that scripture, 7 women shall take hold of one man, and that's gonna happen. All right. Women are gonna be flocking towards the men of GMS on down. All right, because they have to be the elect. All right. Okay. All right. And the women are gonna be flocking towards them and seeking them, man. All right, because the scriptures say a man shall be a hiding place and a covering. All right, in that day. All right, what day? When all hell breaks loose. All right, when everybody's when there's blood everywhere, man. When there's people dying, mass people dying, man. People sent to FEMA camps. All right, people sent to war. All right, mass in great chaos in the society in America and all around the world. All right, a lot of people are going to be dying in a high rate, but the Lord, He's going to preserve who? His remnant, His elect. All right. Okay. So they're going to be the covering and the hiding place. All right, those men, not the wicked. Okay. So don't worry, Akim. Just be the man that the Lord created you to be. All right. So I pray that I hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Krakwadash. See you in the next lesson. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.